What's up, everybody? Welcome to Week 10 of my Atlanta Falcons Madden 23 NFL franchise mode rebuild. The Falcons are coming in at 1-8, and they are going against the 4-5 Carolina Panthers. Now, in Week 8, so just 2 weeks ago, the Falcons lost to the Panthers, so we're playing them the second time within 3 weeks. They're going to be looking to get the win, and as promised, we're going to look at the standings in every week for this video. And for the top, it's the Packer and the Bengals. Obviously, I'm a Bengals fan. If you're watching this video, there's a good chance you are too. So that's kind of cool to see. Obviously, we lost to the Bengals earlier this year. But now we are going to look on the opposite at the end we are on. And we still have the third overall pick. Nothing is changing. And I think the Jets have a bye week, so how the Bears play this week, who knows? And like I said, we're going to keep up with that weekly. And to start this week, we have a potential breakout defensive line, Anthony Rush. Hold the Panthers to less than 100 rushing yards, or get Rush 1+ interception, 4 fumbles, tackle for loss, or sack. Alright, we can make that work, hopefully. It's also, it's Thursday Night Football. It's a short week. So we're going to be asked about it in the media. Obviously, we have a short week this week, so there's not as much time to create an elaborate game plan. With that being the case, I want to stress how important it is we play fundamentally sound. Cordell Patterson says definitely, with so little recovery time, a lot of the guys are going to be less than 100%, which can lead to sloppy football and mental errors. You're right, Patterson. And we say exactly, and we're better than that. Stress to the team that it's imperative that we take care of the ball and be the team capitalizing off mistakes rather than being the one mix them. Alright, so the key in this game, if we want to get franchise points, which obviously we're more worried about winning the game than that, but we have to be careful with turnovers. And now for our weekly strategy, obviously we're going up at Christian McCaffrey again. We're all familiar with him, Brian Burns. Like we said, we played these guys 2 weeks ago, and we're playing them again. And rushing over 200 yards, no. Right now for us, we need to be sticking towards the 3-part. No, let's go 1+ interception. Even in our worst games, we do that. Then for defensively, let's say 24 points or less. Offensive coordinator, 2+ offensive. No, I feel like we can get over 250. Then for us, we're not getting 5 touchdowns. We're definitely not winning by 17 points. Honestly, the no sacks allowed is tempting, as we haven't given up a lot of sacks this year, surprisingly, but as we've seen, Ritter has not been the best under pressure. Alright, we're going to go with no sacks allowed. Not really a great option for the current state of our team. We are going to start training. And as we wait for that, it's a little slow. We are all losing fatigue, being the bye week. And I'm going to upgrade these players, and I'm going to see you guys on the field.
And Q is about to kick this off. And before I get too into the commentating on this game, guys, I just want to give you a heads up. There were a few glitches and weird cuts while recording this game, so please be prepared for that. But that being said, out comes the former second overall pick, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, 19 touchdowns and 12 interceptions on the year. He's going to start this drive with a handoff to Christian McCaffrey, who's going to take it for approximately 3 yards. Another handoff to CMC, this time only finding 1 yard. 3rd and 6 for the Panthers. Darnold, with a lot of time in the pocket, he's going to find his man over the middle, wide open. And now they're going to hand it off to McCaffrey again, and there's one of those weird glitches I was talking about. Another handoff to McCaffrey, good for 6 yards, 3rd and 3. Darnold, with time, completely misses his receiver, DJ Moore. I don't know if that was just a really bad throw or some miscommunication, but regardless, that was not a great throw for the bridge quarterback who's trying to keep his starting spot. And out comes Desmond Ritter in pretty bad position as Patterson takes it for 6 yards. Now Ritter out of the pocket, going to find Drake London on the slant. That is good for 8 yards. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Ritter with lots of time in the pocket. Good for 9 yards. Now hand off to Cordell Patterson. Has a first down. He has a lot of room. And he's going to be brought down at the 43. That is good for a gain of 16 yards. Now Ritter finds a wide open Kyle Pitts, and he is tackled at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, and the Falcons are driving. Handoff to Patterson, not finding much, but not bad. 5 yards. Now Ritter finds Edwards on the curl, and he stays on his feet. And he is tackled just short of the end zone, but Patterson's going to finish the workload. Falcons up early, 7-0. Now McCaffrey takes the handoff. He's not finding much, 3 yards. Now Darnold finds McCaffrey on a wheel route with plenty of room to run. Good for 17 yards. They're going to hand it off to McCaffrey. This time, Falcons defense read it like a book. Now Darnold, he's going to throw it. Looks like he was trying to throw an unnecessary lob pass when the guy was wide open. He had to jump for it a bit, but it's still completed for a long gain. And now the Panthers, excuse me, have it at the 6-yard line, 2nd and 5. And the Falcons defense holds strong. They're going to start with a handoff to McCaffrey, and he is tackled just short of the 1st down line. Panthers looking, and McCaffrey is tackled for a loss. What an absolutely phenomenal stop by the Falcons. But they're going for it, and they get a touchdown. McCaffrey. That was a heartbreaking, heart-shattering moment for the Falcons. Get all the way down to the goal line. Think you have them stopped, but they get it on the next play. Now Falcons are looking to respond as Ritter finds Drake London. And now he hands it off to Cordell Patterson, who has a nice hold. That's good for 7 yards. Now Ritter with time. And he threw it to Kyle Pitts, batted up in the air, not intercepted. And now he finds Bryan Edwards for a 1st down. And now Cordell Patterson up the middle has a hole, and that is good for a 1st down. Now hand off to Patterson again. Looks like he had a hole there for a second, but 86 not able to keep the block. Now throws it up, and looks like there may have been some contact there. No flag thrown. Now he's going to throw it over the middle to Drake London, who makes a ridiculous catch. Now 2nd and goal on the 1. Falcons looking to make it a 7-point game again, and they will do as such. 14-7 Falcons. Now Darnold, handoff to McCaffrey. That is good for 3 yards. Darnold with time in the pocket. Finds a receiver on the drag route, and that is good for a 1st down. Now handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey has some room as he is tackled for a gain of 3. Darnold fakes the handoff, play action, throwing it over the middle, and the defender misses the ball, and the Panthers are going to take it in for a touchdown. Oh, if he would have played the ball, that could have been intercepted, or at worst, knocked down incomplete as Darnold's hit while he throws it. 2nd and 10. Finds Zacchaeus over the middle. That is good for 9 yards. Handoff Cordell Patterson. 1st down. Now Ritter's going to take it from the shotgun, has time. He's going to dump it off to Kyle Pitts, and he is going to get past the 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons. Now Ritter finds an open Bryan Edwards on the curl. Brought to his knee, and the Falcons are going to call a timeout. Now Ritter in shotgun, looking for Pitts. Almost intercepted. Questionable throw there. Now Ritter with time is going to dump it off to Pitts again. Like in Pitts in this 2-minute drill. Falcons are going to call a timeout. Now Ritter on 3rd and 4. Time. Taking a shot to the end zone. London not able to come down with it. Those are the type of catches you really want to see Drake London come down with. Now the the Panthers going to start this drive off with a completion for a 1st down, but Darnold is immediately sacked. And in case you can't tell, Falcons did get the field goal, so it is 17-14. Now after the sack, Darnold's going to check it down to McCaffrey, and the Panthers are calling another timeout, which does not pay off, but it doesn't matter. The Falcons are up 17-3 over the Carolina Panthers with a shot to make it a 2-possession game as Ballentine takes it out up to the 27-yard line now. Hand off to Cordell Patterson. Not finding much room, still finds 4 yards. Now play action from Patterson. Ritter's going to smartly check it down to Zacchaeus for a first down. Now another handoff to Patterson. Patterson powers forward for 8 yards. And they're going to give it to him again to get the first down. Barely, but still does. Now Falcons at the 50. 50-50 ball. And it is incomplete. That is another player in Kyle Pitts. You'd like them to make that play. Now, weird animation has Cordell Patterson a little confused, but he still rushes for 9 yards. Now, Patterson on the right side. Nice hole. Nice first down. 1st and 10 from the 34. Curl route completed to Drake London. Now, Ritter's going to find the slant open, and it is 2nd and 1. Throwing a fade to the end zone, and that is caught by Bryan Edwards for a touchdown. The Falcons have a 2-possession lead. A beautiful throw by Desmond Ridder. And the Falcons are poised to win this game, but DJ Moore immediately 75-yard touchdown. Great throw by Darnold, but man, oh man, was he open. The cornerback coach is going to make sure they know about that now. Ridder, what time throws it into a window that is almost shut as it is incomplete. It's now 3rd and 6 after a 4-yard run by Patterson. And he's going to find Demir Bird for a first down on 3rd down. Hand off to Patterson. He's not finding much room. Panthers playing a tag closer to the line now. Now, Ridder goes deep. London wasn't able to take it in. Was he not able to take it in because he was trying to be cool with one hand or because it was held? It looks like it may have been held, but he catches the slant there for a first down. Still, that's a few calls now where it seemed like there may have been a little contact, but no call from the officials. It was now 3rd and 5 for the Falcons. Ridder with time, tight window, incompletion. That would have been a very impressive catch by Bird. Now, Q going for his second field goal of the day, and it's just short. Perfect accuracy, he just didn't have the leg for it. As Lorenzo Carter starts his drive off with a sack. Now slant to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets caught up in traffic, and it's 3rd and 15. Darnold with time, that is dropped by DJ Moore. Now they're going to punt it. Excuse me today, gentlemen, my voice is a little dry. And Patterson's going to let this ball bounce. And a Falcons player still committed a legal block in the back. The staff's very unhappy about that as Ridder misses a wide open Edwards on a curl. He has to make that throw, especially in that situation. 3rd and 7, and that is going to end the quarter. Can the Falcons hold on to this 4-point lead? And this time Ridder does hit Edwards on the curl route. And Patterson's going to break a few tackles, but for a yard. Not great blocking by the offensive line. Now Ridder, with time, finds a wide open Drake London who breaks a tackle. Drake London's going to break another tackle, and it takes a 3rd guy to bring him down. Now hand off to Patterson. Patterson was trying to break it outside with that linebacker there, but nowhere to go. Now Ridder is going to throw it up, and Drake London gets boxed out, and that is intercepted. What a phenomenal play by the Panthers secondary player. Now, Darnold is going to find another wide open DJ Moore, and he is going to take this to the house, and just like that, the Carolina Panthers are going to have a 3-point lead. Crazy how a few plays can totally change a game. The Falcons are down by 3, but with over 6 minutes left and are in no need to panic. Ridder's going to start this off with a handoff to Patterson, who loses 2 yards. Now Ridder's going to throw while he gets hit, and that is intercepted. That is more on the offensive line than Ridder, and that is going to be a pick 6. In the span of just a few plays, the Falcons are now losing by 2 possessions. Excuse me. And Ridder's going to throw it up for Edwards, and again, it is intercepted. Oh my goodness, everything is falling apart for the Falcons right now. And what in the world was Ritter thinking there, as in what was I thinking? Just an absolutely abysmal, terrible, horrible throw, whatever word you want to use. And now the Panthers are going to be looking to drive and score and put this game away for good. If the Falcons want any chance, they need to keep it a 2-possession game. McCaffrey on the screen, and he's going to take it for a first down. Panthers inside the red zone. Can the Falcons get a stop? Darnold with a lot of time in the pocket, even more time, eventually throws it away as Beckety was finally providing some pressure. Now Darnold over the middle, that is complete, but immediately brought down by Deion Jones. Now Darnold finds his man for a touchdown, 17-point game, and this game is getting depressing quick, as that is incomplete for the Falcons. Ritter with time throws it up to Drake London, incomplete. Ritter with time again in the pocket and threw it way too late. That is no good. And on fourth down, Ritter throws it behind the first down mark, so the Falcons get the stop. Looks like Ritter may have panicked there or became short-sighted. So the Panthers have this game all but done, bearing any dumb mistakes. McCaffrey gets it for a first down as we hit our 2-minute warning. Panthers are just going to be looking to finish this game as they hand it off to McCaffrey, who, despite the Falcons know are running, still gets 7 yards. Now another handoff to McCaffrey. He's going to bounce it outside for 5 yards. That's another first down. Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. A handoff to McCaffrey, and he's just going to walk into the end zone untouched. Looks like the Falcons defense just gave up. And the Panthers are going to take a 48-24 lead. An absolutely crushing blow to the Falcons, as just a few minutes ago, it seems like they may have had their second win intact, but things fell apart and fell apart quickly. Now Ritter finds Kyle Pitts on the drag route. He's going to run out of bounds, 2nd and 1. At this point, Falcons are just looking to get points. Overthrows Brian Edwards. And now the ball bounces off Bird's hands while he was hit, and that is going to be dropped, but Patterson gets the first down here. But that is incomplete. Ritter out of the shotgun, just looking for anything. He's going to throw it up again. This time, incomplete again. He really loves Drake London in double coverage. Now he's going to find Edwards on a curl route, first down. At this point, Ritter should be looking throws to boost his confidence. And that ball is tipped, but Edwards does a phenomenal job of finding it. And the Falcons call a timeout. Who knows why, as this game's over. Looks like they want to take a shot, and Ritter underthrew him that even London couldn't do a 50-50 ball. And the Panthers will take a knee, and that will end it. It's a very heartbreaking day from the Falcons. They really blew up in the wrong way in the second half. Ritter had some really bad throws. One of them very obviously on me. And you could probably blame a few more. After all, Ritter not having his best day. You know, we need to see better in the future. We'll talk about more on the home screen.
And welcome back to the home screen. It was a very disappointing loss for us, as we got outscored by 2 times of what we got. The Panthers got 48. We got 24. And we have a few stuff to look at. And Anthony Rush did his job, what he expected. Now, I don't know why he's so happy considering we lost. Obviously, that's because of Madden. But that's beside the point. But, you know, Anthony Rush, one of our, let's say, rotational linemen. Now, starting, holy crap, all of our defensive linemen got 20,000 XP each. If there's one good thing to come off from this loss, it's that now we have to go to the short week. Let's see. I didn't think short week would affect us that much, but clearly it did, and we didn't get the jobs done. You're absolutely right. We didn't get our jobs done. That's all he has to say. He doesn't have an excuse, and I respect that. Honestly, it was a tough for us. We're going to view the box score, And we're going to start the conversation with how we do it every time. Desmond Ridder, not a great game. He had 327 passing yards, but he had 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions. His longest pass in a 327-yard passing game was 29 yards, excuse me. He was 24 for 45, 53%. This is a tough game to judge him on for the terms of our future, because 2 of his interceptions were not his fault. One of them was absolutely my fault. I made a terrible read, so I'm not holding that against him. And one of them was a pick 6, but he was literally getting sacked as he threw it. So we're not going to put the blame on him. That's obviously blame on the offensive line. But at the end of the day, Sam Darnold started going off. When we needed to pass more, Ridder was not there to answer. Now, of course, not all that was his fault. A lot of the receivers had some drops. London could have been better in contested catches as Pitts. But, for example, Ridder's last interception, it was a one-on-one to Ridder where Ridder didn't even have a chance to make a contested catch because Ridder underthrew him that hard. Now, and again to the other point, he is a rookie, but we have seen this ever since we played him against the Bengals, where he is just, in those one-on-one situations, he's not putting the ball in the best situation. And that's not to say every time, because, for example, a few of his deep balls, the Pitts, for example, on one of them, which I believe was a zero-cover blitz, Pitts was one-on-one with a tight end. Ridder threw it up. Pitts needs to catch that. So not everything was his fault, but this certainly doesn't help his case for us taking a quarterback. Patterson, back over 100 yards, had 2 touchdowns. Good for him. It was a strong day. Drake London, for the first time in his NFL career, has over 100 receiving yards in a game. Obviously, a very good day for him. Bryan Edwards remains consistent for us. He had our only receiving touchdown. Kyle Pitts had a nice day. He didn't do too much. A few small catches, a few really nice catches. But, for one thing with Ridder, he did get a lot of guys involved. Would maybe like to see get Patterson involved, but being realistic outside the game, that's also a bit on me. Blocking, no sacks, but because of getting hit while throwing, that resolved into a pick 6. And I believe that was on McGarry, which this is absolutely not the first time by McGarry allowing a hit on the quarterback that's led to an interception. So right tackle is absolutely a position we're going to be looking at it. And something that I think is kind of clear at this point, but I haven't specifically said, is we're not going based off overall. For example, Desmond Ridder, let's say hypothetically, which I highly doubt will happen, he wins out, but he's still a 71 overall. If he gets 6 straight wins, we're not replacing him. So, yeah, we're not going off overall. It's not like any of our offensive line have a high overall, but between his overall and performance, McGarry's definitely somebody we're looking to replace. Defensively, wow, guys like Lorenzo Carter had a sack, and I think he only had the only sack. Oh, no, he didn't. That's right. Beckety, or the rookie, as I like to say, also had a sack, so good for him. But defensively, not much going on. Obviously, Deion Jones was all over today. You can see with 11 tackles, but not a lot happening. Q was 1 for 2 on field goals. Obviously, his last miss was a very, very long one, so we're not going to hold that against him. Not like we're actively looking for a kicker anyways. So, it's a game, a game like this kind of reminds me of Andy Dalton. Obviously, as a Bengals fan, that's an easy example, but for a while, the game was going right, and they were still in the game. But as soon as things started going wrong, Ridder wasn't able to answer. And that's what we're looking for. And obviously, he still has minimal starts, so we're going to give him some more leniency, but we want to see him improve in those situations as time goes on, and we still haven't seen it. But still a lot of time for him. Next week, we have the ultimate Tank Bowl. It is the Falcons versus the Bears, and at this given moment, this will decide pick 2. So come and watch for the ultimate Tank Bowl. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a like, a comment. If you're not already, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.